Good morning friends. In this video I am going to present about coupling circuits and explain about dot convention system in coupling circuits. Before introducing coupled circuits and explaining about dot convention system, I am going to explain about few basics of inductors so that you can able to understand about coupled circuits. After introduction to inductors, I am going to explain about coupled circuit, and at last I am going to explain about dot convention system in coupled circuits. Inductor. An inductor is a passive element designed to store energy in its magnetic field. Inductors find numerous applications in electronic and power systems. They are used in power supplies, transformers, radios, TVs, radars, and electric motors. In this image, you can see a simple inductor. Inductors are nothing but coils of conducting wires. If current is allowed to pass through an inductor, it is found that voltage across the inductor is directly proportional to the time rate of the change of current. V is equal to L into di by dt. Note this expression so that you can able to understand well about this expression when I am explaining about coupled circuits. Here L is the constant of proportionality called inductance of inductor, and the inductance is the property whereby an inductor exhibits opposition to the change of current flowing through it, and the inductance is measured with the units called Henry. Inductors can be connected in both series and parallel. When inductors are connected in series, the equivalent inductance of the series connected inductors is the sum of the individual inductance as seen in this expression. L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus L3 and so on Ln. Similarly, when inductors are connected in parallel, the equivalent inductance is the reciprocal of the sum of the reciprocals of individual inductance as seen in this expression. In this image, it is shown that when the inductors are connected in series, the equivalent inductance is given by L1 plus L2 plus L3. Similarly, when the inductors are connected in parallel, the equivalent inductance is given by 1 by L equivalent is equal to 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 plus 1 by L3. Few applications of inductors. Unlike capacitors, inductors are somewhat different. Capacitors block DC current, but inductor provides path for the movement of DC current. Inductor acts as a short circuit for DC current. Since inductor does not block DC current, inductors are used as an energy storage device in many switched mode power supplies to produce DC current. The inductor supplies energy to the circuit to keep current flowing during the off switching periods. For example, in computers, the CPU uses this application. Inductors also play important role in induction motors. Induction motor converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. The shaft in the motors will rotate because of the magnetic field produced by the alternating current due to the inductors. Here you can see this is the shaft of the induction motor, and this coil represents the inductor. This shaft rotates due to the magnetic field produced by the alternating current, and this magnetic field is produced only by the inductor in the stator. Coupled circuits are inductive coupling. In electrical engineering, two conductors are said to be inductively coupled or magnetically coupled when they are configured such that change in current through one wire induces a voltage across the ends of the other wire through electromagnetic induction. In this image, you can see that the primary winding and the secondary winding are separated. The energy transfer and the voltage induced in the secondary coil is only due to the magnetic field produced by the current flowing in the primary coil, and you can see that these both the coils are not connected together. Coupling. The coupling is done in a single core with two windings on the either side. The best example for this type of coupling is transformer winding. Here you can see that in a single core, the primary winding is winded at the one side and the secondary winding is winded at the other side. Magnetically coupled circuits. Now let's see by winding how the polarities of the voltage changes. In the first image, you can see that in a single core, both the primary coils and secondary coils are winded. In the Primary coil, in the primary side you can see that the coil is winded from the right to left. Similarly, in the secondary side you can see that the coil is winded from the left to right. Here the flux produced due to the current flowing in the primary coil is found by Fleming's right hand rule. As the current flows in this direction, the flux induced due to the current flowing in the primary coil will be downward, and here the since the current flows in this direction, the flux induced due to the current flowing in the secondary coil will be in this side. So here the flux moves in the same direction, so that the flux gets added up, so that the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be positive. V is equal to M into di by dt. Here the M represents the mutual inductance between the primary and the secondary coil. In the second image you can see that the secondary coil is same as that of the previous case. It is winded from the left to right, but the primary coil is winded from the left to right instead of from right to left, so that the flux moves in the upward direction in this case. And in the secondary coil we know that the flux moves in the upward direction as that of the previous case. In this case, this flux moves in this direction and this flux moves in this direction, so that the flux get cancelled. So in this case the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be negative. V is equal to minus M into di by dt. As you have seen from the above slide, when the winding is done in opposite direction, the polarity of the voltage changes as seen in this image. Here the primary winding is done from right to left and the secondary winding is done from left to right. Here the current flows in when the current flows in the primary winding, at the same time the current flows in the secondary winding. Here the polarities of the both the primary and the secondary winding does not change, so that the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be V is equal to M into di by dt. But in this case the winding is done in opposite direction. Here it is winded from right to left, and here also it is winded from right to left, so that the polarity reverses. In this case the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be V is equal to minus M into di by dt. Introduction to dot convention method. As you have seen from the above slides, in order to find the polarity of the induced voltage due to the mutual inductance, first you need to check the direction of these windings, and then you need to see the direction of the flux. So this is a very lengthy process. So to eliminate this process and make simple, we use dot convention. In dot convention we used to put dot on the either sides of the coil, and we put this dot on all the coils which are coupled together. Now depending upon the current which is entering or leaving the dot, we used to determine the polarity of the induced voltage due to this mutual coupling. This will be explained in upcoming slides. Dot convention. If the two currents are entering or leaving into the dot at the same time, then the voltage generated due to the mutual coupling will be positive. If one current is entering the dot and another current is leaving the dot, or vice versa, then voltage generated due to mutual inductance will be negative. In this image you can see that the dot are at the same side, so that in primary coil the current enters at the same time, the secondary coil also the current enters at the same time, so that the flux induced due to primary coil will be here in upward, and in this case the flux induced will be at the downward direction, so that the flux gets added up, so that the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be positive. This same case is valid for when the current leaves both the coils, but only the current values of the current changes in the expression. The expressions will be demonstrated in the upcoming slides. In this case you can see that the current is entering the primary coil, but in this coil the current is leaving the primary coil. In this case the flux induced will be in the opposite direction, so that the voltage would be negative. V is equal to minus M into di by dt. Suppose now if we have given this schematic, then Using the dot convention, we can easily find the polarity of the induced voltage. Polarity of the induced voltage. Here, the current are entering the coil at the same time and current are leaving the coil at the same time, so that the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be positive. P is equal to M into dA by dt. But in this case, the current is entering the coil at the one side but leaving the coil at the other side, so that in this case the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be negative. V is equal to minus M into dI by dt. Here these are the expressions. Here the voltage induced in the secondary coil due to the current flowing in the primary coil will be Vt is equal to M into dI1 divided by dt. Here the voltage due to the mutual inductance is positive, so that the flux gets added up. The current are entering and leaving the dots at the same time, so that in this case and this case the voltage due to the current flowing in the other coil will be positive. But in this case and this case, you can see that the current is entering the coil at the one side but leaving the coil at the other side, so that the flux gets cancelled. In this case, the voltage induced in the secondary coil or primary coil due to the current flowing in the primary coil or secondary coil would be negative. Voltage due to both self and mutual coupling. In the previous examples, we have seen about voltage induced in the coil due to mutual coupling. In this image, the voltage induced due to both self and mutual coupling is demonstrated. As you can see in this image, the LP represents the self inductance and the M represents the mutual inductance. These two cases are this voltage expression is valid when the currents are entering the coils at the same time, and this represents the voltage induced in the primary coil due to the current flowing in the secondary coil. This expression shows voltage induced in the secondary coil due to the current flowing in the primary coil. This expression represents voltage in the primary coil due to the current flowing in the secondary coil. Here the negative sign comes since the currents are entering the one coil and leaving, since the current is entering at the primary coil but the current is leaving at the other coil, so that the flux are at the opposite direction, so that the voltage induced due to the mutual inductance will be negative, so that the negative sign gets included here. Similarly, the voltage induced in the secondary coil due to the current flowing in the primary coil would be in this expression. In this image, you can see as shown in the previous image, the voltage induced due to the primary coil, the voltage induced in the primary coil due to the current flowing in the secondary coil, and the voltage induced in the secondary coil due to the current flowing in the primary coil. These two expressions shows the voltage induced in the primary and secondary coil due to the current flowing at the opposite coils. Here the negative signs gets included due to the flux gets induced at the opposite directions. Dot convention of coils in series. Now let's see the expression for the coils which are mutually coupled and connected in series. Here L1 and L2 are the inductance of the two coils, and the mutual inductance between the two coils is represented with M. This is called series aiding connection. Here the current enters both the inductor coils at the same time and leaves the inductor coils at the same time, so that in this case the L equivalent would be L1 plus L2 plus 2M. This is the series opposing connection. Here the current is entering one coil but the current is leaving the other coil. In this case the L equivalent would be L1 plus L2 minus 2M. Dot convention of coils in parallel. As that in the previous slide, the coils which are mutually coupled and connected in series, the coils can also be connected in parallel as seen in this image. Here the coils are connected in parallel. In this case the current enters the coil at both the coils at the same time, and in this case the current enters at the one coil but leaves the other coil. The expression for the current entering or leaving the coils at the same time would be L equivalent is equal to L1 into L2 minus M square divided by L1 plus L2 minus 2M. In this case, in this case where current is entering the one coil but leaving the other coil, the L equivalent will be L1 into L2 minus M square divided by L1 plus L2 plus 2M. As that you have seen from the previous slides, not only two coils, more than two coils can also be coupled together as seen in this image. In this image, three coils are coupled together. In such cases, standard symbols can be used for solving the coupling mechanisms. Here for these two coils, dot convention can be used. For the coil 2 and 3, square symbol can be used, and for the coil 1 and 3, triangle symbol can be used. Thanking you.